I'm going to get my taco seasoning. Well, that's funny. You know what? It never makes people feel comfortable, I guess. So I'm going to turn it back up again. And this is my seasoning. There's all different kinds. This is just the original. And one of the reasons I didn't put salt in there is because I feel like it's in this mix anyway. Oh, that's nice. All right, so we're going to do that. And then we have to add 3/4 cup of water, which is really just the instruction. We're going to cook it down somewhat so that it's not too soupy. 3/4 cups of water. Really looking forward to that bread, I have to tell you. It's quite good. So we're going to use 2 tortillas on the bottom, and I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to let this cook down a little so that we don't have quite so much liquid. And we're going to put our other veggies and our salsa. So it's going to be like tortilla, meat, filling, whatever you want to call it, cheese, tortilla, meat, cheese, tortilla, cheese. I think I make lasagna the same way my mom made it, like years and years ago. There's really not much different. Yes, yes. You're right. I think there's a few places where you can do that. I know my neighbors had their kids call me Miss Eileen, which I thought was really cute. So we had, I've probably talked about him before. My husband's best friend for a long time was our next door neighbor at home, but he was like 90. He'd been a pilot in World War II, and then he was a plumber after, so they used to work together, and he really said that he thought of my husband like his son, and I thought that was really sweet. He had a son as well, but so it was very sweet. And we used to call him by his name, Mr. Schubert, and always, like the whole time. And he used to call sometimes, and I'd get the phone and he'd say, "It's Eddie." It was so funny. And then, but my neighbors on the other side had kids who were very young in like elementary school, and they used to just call him by his first name. And for us, that was so strange. Nice, very nice kids, but we just like couldn't imagine that. You know, our kids never did. And it's funny because a few times when my husband was away on like a school trip, he would, when the weather was bad or something, he would drive me to the train to go to work, and he would call me up and he's like, "Eileen, it's Eddie." And I felt like we were going to the malt shop or something, you know, which was nice. All right, I'm going to put our veggies in there to warm up a little, but again, they're going in a 400-degree oven, so how warm do they really need to be? So you can do all kinds of different cheese in here. You could do a yeah. You could do cheddar, Monterey Jack, cheddar Jack. There's some that are just called Mexican blend. So you know, it doesn't. I wonder if it doesn't just matter like the intention of the person who's saying it. One of my students called me bro. That did not end well. So, bro. And I'm like, I was very strict. I'm really the last person that you'd be calling bro. So, it's very bold of him to try it. It didn't work out in his favor. Alright, let's get our tortillas. So I did spray the bottom of the pan. You could put some meat on the bottom instead if you wanted. Alright, so I'm going to let them like overlap a little bit. We are not on a bro basis, you're exactly right. Yeah, I mean that's what they all do. And I think sometimes when you're talking to a teacher that is a little bit scary, you feel like it gives you that, you know, makes you look a lot tougher than you actually are. But, all right, so we are going to be using Mexican style blend. Fancy shredded 4 cheese, a blend of Monterey Jack, cheddar, asadero, and queso. Quesadilla cheeses. Yum, yum. So, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're finishing up our taco lasagna right now. So, my husband said he thought that was like the most American sounding thing he'd ever heard. Yes, we're going to put a lot of cheese because cheese is delicious. All right, so we're going to be finishing up with what we're doing here. And let's see. We're going to do like half of this mixture. Oh, what did we forget, children? What did I forget? Whoop! A very crucial ingredient. The salsa. Alright, so this is a 16-ounce jar of medium salsa. Look at it! This is going to be your dinner, so I hope you're impressed.
Sure.
Our taco lasagna. I almost forgot to add the salsa for a minute. So, it's a very... And then we're going to put some like avocado and sour cream on top of it, so...
Will there be enough room in there?
Yeah. I realized when I started layering it, I was like, oops, no salsa. All right. Now we got it going.
Oh, Scout is saying hi.
Yes. We were talking about his like fit that he had last night.
Oh.
I was not mocking him. I just was saying he got really scared. And then the fire alarm started going, you know. Let's see. Yes. See, well, they have such good... When people ask a question, very often the other people in the stream have a great answer, which I think is nice.
Well, I have a question.
Uh-oh, here we go. I know what's coming. Go ahead.
How many apples grow on an apple tree? All of them.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought it was like a riddle. I was actually trying to work it out.
No, you were overthinking it.
As usual. Of course. Someone says incredible.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to take a little film for a second for tomorrow's Instagram. We're going to sprinkle some cheese, shall we? Okay. So, and all right. So, someone else says an apple a day keeps anyone away if you throw it hard enough.
Ooh, I got a person.
That would be his philosophy as well. Oh, all right. So again, the cheese is up to your discretion. And I'm going to put another layer. And we'll finish up with our meat layer. Meat and veggies. It's like a one-stop shopping over here. All right. Here we go. This is going to be one heavy dish, right? My husband really appreciates those clips, by the way. And put our cheese. All right, I saved enough to put a nice layer on top. And this is going to go in our 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Which means we will be eating taco lasagna at like 8:30. Doesn't everyone? I don't know what's on my hand, but I just put it on my face. Okay. It's like a clown show over here sometimes. All right, so I had the same technical difficulty that I had last week and on Monday when I first signed on, which is that I keep the program that I use and Twitch keep signing out of each other. But I did learn to do it like a big girl. I did not have to call Julia, but she was very sweet because she sent my husband a text to ask if I made it, if I managed. All right, so top layer with some cheese. If you feel that when you're making it that it starts to brown too quickly or that the cheese is burning, you can cover it with foil. To add a little incident with my foil, of course. Need I say more? This is it now. It fell out of the box and unraveled entirely, so we'll be cutting it with scissors for the foreseeable future. So, well done on my part. All right, so here you go. Yeah, it's annoying. We're all ready to go in the oven. So we got our focaccia for tomorrow. We're gonna have something focaccia worthy. You can actually use that focaccia to make sandwiches with too. It is delicious. And you know what? There's a lot of, let me take my own advice and use the rimmed baking tray because there's stuff in there that has the potential to spill over, and it would be of a very oily variety. Oh, you're right, it does.